This is the Michael Batson Show. We have a report, and it is on the Michael Batson Show. Jimmy Butler is recruiting and trying to get Damian Lillard to the 305, to South Beach, to the Miami Heat to play with them in the 2023 season. This isn't shocking. There has been reports that both teams, or should I say the team and the player, have shown interest and a lot of interest in each other and enjoying the team and picking up the player. And this makes sense for a lot of reasons, but let me say this first. For the Heat, the fans, the coaching staff, the players, the one thing you took away from the finals, from the great run, is it was great. Don't get me wrong. You went to an 8th seed, right? You went to the NBA championship first time doing this and doing that and, all that good stuff. But you found out that you need a star. And you found out that Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo are not good enough to take you to the promised land. I think you found out that Jimmy Butler is old. He's 33 years old. He'll play a good amount. He won't play all, right? He'll try hard, but he won't try hard until the fourth quarter. He's a closer. The players have said that. Spoelstra has said that. Bam Adebayo, when he had that 56-point game or round 1 or 2, he said that he's our closer. We know it, right? So the fans, and we know now he's 33. He can't step up 4 quarters, but he will be the closer. And I think Bam Adebayo, he's good, but on a championship roster, Jimmy Butler would be the 2. Bam Adebayo would be a really good 3, and you need a 1, right? So I think Damian Lillard makes sense. Pay attention to his age. Pay attention to how he fits this Heat culture. But first I want to say that I think the Heat did try to get Bradley Beal. He went to the Suns. I think they show no interest in Kyrie Irving, right? I think Draymond Green is an option, but I think that Damian Lillard is the best fit for this team because the age, he's 32. He fits with this Heat culture. Keep in mind, Butler's 33. Kyle Lowry's 37. Throw in Pat Riley, who's an old GM, right? You could look at undrafted guys. You could look at Kevin Love, who's, been here in the NBA, it seems like 12, 15 years. This team is very mature, and this team has a lot of veterans. And you need a team with veterans to pair up with a veteran star. And I've always been big on bringing old stars to team with a lot of veterans. And if your team has a lot of young players, you bring a young and flashy star. Think about Bradley Beal. He paired up with Kevin Durant today. Kevin Durant is old. Kevin Durant is a veteran, right? You also throw in Devin Booker, who's a seasoned veteran, and he's getting older. You get Bradley Beal, who's a little bit older. I bet when Victor Wembanyama comes around, they'll give him younger pieces, right? They'll give him a lot of young pieces, and Greg Popovich will dealt him a lot of young stars to work with, right? You could go with Draymond Green, right? If he wants to stay in Golden State, he's old. You pair him up with an old team like Stephen Curry, right? And, why the Heat were going to get him, or some people thought they would get him, is because he's old, he's a seasoned veteran, and you pair old guys and veterans with team with a lot of veterans, right? Like Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo and Kyle Lowry, right? So he fits one with the age and the experience, and you fit old guys and veterans and seasoned players with the team with a lot of veterans, right? So that's my number one way of why he fits in this. 2 is it's part of Heat culture. This guy wants to win more than anything. He's 32 years old. He hasn't even had a shot. He even had a taste of what to feel or what the team looks like in contending of an NBA championship in recent years. He's been with the the Trailblazers for 12 years. He's tried it, right? But sometimes, like a marriage, you gotta give up. And you have to stop trying. And it's tough, right? I know these two teams or this team and the player and DeMar or Damian Lillard and the Trailblazers want to keep trying, but it's been 12 years. You need to go away. But with that, Damian Lillard still feels that he wants to win a championship. And there's a reason why there were rumors of him going to the Lakers. Not that he wants to start with LeBron, and it would be great, right? But it's because he wants to win. And he's been on a losing team so many years that He wants to pair up with the star, and he wants to get a good team where he could win the championship. Heat, you could win the championship. Another team was like the Lakers, right? You could win the championship with them, right? So I think he fits in this Heat culture of winning. Jimmy Butler wants to win. Bam Adebayo wants to win. Kevin Love always wants to win. Kyle Lowry always wants to win. And you throw in a lot of undrafted guys, right? There's no one on this roster that just says, I don't want to win. Or, right, like, I'm not trying, I'll sit out a game. They have 7 undrafted players. They have stars who are veteran in seasons and a lot of guys who know how to play basketball but are older. So you give Damian Lillard a lot of help. And you bring in Damian Lillard, who's old, who wants to win, though, but is a veteran and a seasoned veteran who could be that number one for the Heat, right? I think this is a big pickup.